try to not play basketball, level impossible. Like we talk about Zion Williamson and stuff avoiding playing the sport of basketball. I think what Bronny James has been doing in the year of 2025 is madness. So obviously, as I have said, Bronny James was only there to play a couple of G League games so that he could go there, shoot terribly, but you would look at the box scores and think he had decent counting stats, so to justify him playing on the Lakers. And by playing on the Lakers, I mean being their mascot. There's no more talk anything about how ridiculous it is for Bronny James, even though Quincy Olivari just went and got cut. And I'm going to make another video a little bit later just about Bronny just not playing the sport of basketball. But he had an opportunity to play at All-Star Weekend. And it says here, Bronny James turned down chance for historic moment during All-Star Weekend. The NBA asked the father-son duo to participate in the skills challenge. They declined. And you might like Bronny doesn't deserve to be in the skills challenge. Like, it's good that he finally declined. Man, Bronny doesn't deserve to be in the NBA. So at this stage, why not? It was trying to get LeBron at All-Star Weekend, but LeBron will never do anything on All-Star Weekend anymore. It says here, LeBron James is almost certainly going to be suiting for the All-Star game. They also said they were to become the first father-son duo to participate in one aspect, but they declined. Obviously, Chris B. Haynes, this is what he said.
Chris Haynes with another Haynes Brief for you today. Sources inform me that LeBron James and Bronny James were sought out by the league with the opportunity to further make history by being the first father-son duo to participate in the skills challenge during All-Star Weekend next month in San Francisco. But I was told that invitation was turned down. Bronny James was also extended an invite to be among the G League players to participate in the Rising Stars game. I'm told as well that offer was declined. LeBron is expected to make his 21st All-Star appearance.
So look, whatever about the skills challenge stuff, Bronny James is refusing to play in the Rising Stars game. And you might be saying, he doesn't deserve it. Like, he has, like, you know what? They're not worse players. Like, in the Rising Stars G League game, it's not always the best G League players. It is the literal Rising Stars of the G League. And Bronny, being as young as he is, being a G League player, playing in the G League, he scored 2 points in his NBA career. Almost everything has been from that. Has been in the G League. And him refusing. He has declined to play in the Rising Stars game for the G League. That's pathetic. That's absolutely pathetic. I'm sorry. Given how much LeBron and his son are clearly enjoying their historic season, it may be surprising they wouldn't sign up for skills challenge. That makes sense. I don't hate that. Conversely, though, it's been decades since the Al James showed most interest in All-Star Weekend festivities, since obviously 2007. Sounds like only LeBron will represent the James family. Like, that is, I'm not going to lie, not playing for Team G League in the Rising Stars game, where you know what? Bronny James has done enough in the G League that I'm not even that against that. No one should be that against that. Because, like, Scoot Henderson, when he was like 16, played in it. Or was he 17? He was too young to be in the draft anyway, in 2022. And Scoot Henderson played in it when he was like 16. Like, it's not a... Or was he... What age was he in 2022? 17, maybe? 17? So, it's not, like, unheard of for not 25 point per game G League players. And he's averaging 14 a game. Like, his counting stats are good. This is just dodging playing basketball. That's all this is. This is just Bronny James not wanting to play basketball. And him not wanting to be quote-unquote exposed. Because, yeah, he played a couple of G League games. And in fairness to him, he chucked. But he had one real good game. He had, of the 8 games he played, I think he had one real good game, 3 decent games, and 4 complete garbage games. But he still had that one real good game. And since then, he is doing everything he can to not play basketball. Like, LeBron James, since Bronny James has taken has made a shot, LeBron James said he didn't need to play basketball. And there's no more, like, you can't even make the argument of, he doesn't want to take a spot from a G League player. Man, he's taking a spot from a G League player right now. And not on a G League team, on the actual Los Angeles Lakers team. He's literally taking a spot of somebody who's, like, probably could be taking a spot of someone whose dream it is to play in the NBA. And maybe it is Bronny James' dream to play in the NBA, but you know what? He's not. He hasn't done enough in the sport of basketball to be an NBA player. And again, unlike Bryce, Bronny is a D1 guy. Bronny deserved maybe not the hype in high school, maybe not the ranking, but Bronny James would have been a D1 guy. And now you see like Bryce James, where he's there with all his D1 offers, averaging like 5 points per game for Sierra Canyon, whereas their best player, Bryce Cofield, has one D1 offer and is ranked below Bryce James in some recruiting services, even though obviously like Bryce James is like their 7th best player. Bryce Cofield is taller, shoots better, handles better, and does literally every single thing in basketball better. But obviously that's beating a dead horse about LeBron James saying that they're not good enough. But still, this is the one thing Bronny James not deserved, but like should be taking. But he guarantee you, he just doesn't want to be exposed. They don't want to have Bronny James exposed. I've said this plenty of times. Bronny James is not there to play basketball. He's there to be a mascot, be a good guy around the team, and sell jerseys. And again, not a knock on Bronny James as a person. He seems like a great guy. Seems like a great teammate. Nobody has a bad word to say about him. And even guys that I know, I would have interacted with him back when he was playing 2K, streaming it back in the pandemic. Lovely guy. As far as I'm aware, from everything I've heard, he's a good guy. That doesn't mean he's an NBA player, but to decline the All-Star Weekend G League game. He declined the Rising Stars game, where he was meant to be on the Team G League. Like it is genuinely just, it's baffling to me. It is baffling. This is like the one time where Bronny James should be playing basketball and it should be showcased. But like obviously nobody is watching the G League games. Bronny James they are doing everything they can to make sure Bronny James does not play basketball in front of anybody. That nobody watches Bronny James play basketball. Because if people watch Bronny James play basketball, they'll realize the facade. But everyone freaking knows what's going on. Everyone knows what's going on right now. So it's probably an all-around disappointing one and a bit of a confusing one. Either way, like it's just madness. It's just madness. Whatever about the skills challenge, heck, it's a damn skills challenge. He should 100% just play in the G League game. He should play in it because, heck, we all know in 18 months' time, Bronny James is not going to be playing in the G League. If Bryce doesn't make it, Bronny will be out of the league. Simple as that. Maybe LeBron hangs on enough to get Bryce drafted in the second round, when the reality is that Bryce James might be taken in the second round of the CEBL draft after a year in college. Maybe not even the second round. But yeah, that is pretty much it, lads. That is the video. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.